Hey fabulous people, it's Linny back with you with another movie review. Last time I talked about Black Panther and I managed to be pretty vague, but this time I think it's probably going to be a little bit more spoilery. So if you really want to see the movie Annihilation, which I recommend you do, maybe watch this after. Or if you don't mind spoilers and will continue watching even with spoilers, then go ahead and watch it now. Annihilation is this interesting sci-fi movie that's the basic general concept is something is happening. There's this strange thing they call the shimmer, which is like a barrier, and when things go in, they don't come out, with the exception of one man has come through. The movie's not about him. This one man that has come through, his wife is a biologist and also a former military personnel. And she decides that she's going to go back in and try to find out what happened to her husband. She and a group of other scientists are going in behind the shimmer to try to find the source of it and figure out what is causing it, what it wants, if it wants anything. It is absolutely beautifully made. Like, the special effects of this film are gorgeous. The lighting is constantly under this weird sort of holographic rainbow effect because it does all take place on the other side of the shimmer. And the way it's structured is very interesting too, in almost chapters, because Lena, the main character, has been explaining what happened to a doctor on the outside afterward. And she'll explain a little bit, and then there'll be a flashback either to life before she went in or to the doctor asking a question, and then she keeps going and we go back into the shimmer. I've been told that it's based on a book. I have not read the book. I'm sure it's a great book and you should probably read it. I did not, and it did not impair my viewing whatsoever. But it does make sense that it'd be based on a book since it does have a kind of chapter format with us learning something and then going back and then learning a little more and going back. It's an interesting structure. I can't say for sure if I've ever seen it done like that before, but I definitely did enjoy it. And it definitely helped set up for an unsettling, slow crawl. I probably should have mentioned that there are some horror elements in Annihilation, because there are, and if you really dislike those, you probably won't like this movie. But I personally enjoy horror every now and then, and I definitely enjoy a fair sprinkling of horror elements in my other films. And this movie did a great job with that. It was very much a drama, horror, sci-fi movie. There was a good amount of drama going on with what the characters were feeling and going through, and the strange isolation of being in the shimmer, and then also the main character Lena's isolation and being home without her husband, and the things that people do as a result of being isolated, such as acting out in ways that general society deems unhealthy. But it's definitely a very interesting film, and I definitely recommend it. I wouldn't say that it's the best movie I've seen this year. Black Panther and The Breadwinner are both the best movies I've seen this year, but I'd say that it has a good potential to be in the top 5. From a diversity standpoint, this is definitely a great movie, because this movie has a main female lead. She's fantastic. But then in addition, the rest of the team is made up of really interesting people. There's their, oh, what do you call them? They're their tech person, I guess. She mostly studies magnet waves and how technology reacts to things. And she is a young African American woman, and she's pretty great. They have I can't remember if she was a psychiatrist or a psychologist, probably psychologist, who is also on the team, and she's an older white woman. There's a paramedic on their team, and she's a really interesting character. She's a Latina or Hispanic paramedic, and she's queer, which is always exciting for me. I love seeing other gay women, even if they're fictional gay women. I get excited. And then there's one other member of the team, and I can't remember exactly what it is she's supposed to be providing the team. I know she's some kind of scientist. Maybe she was the physicist? She may have been a physicist. But anyway, it's just this really interesting group of women working together most of the time to try to figure out what's going on. And in the end, you get this beautiful question of what life is and where it comes from and how destruction is not the end. I don't know, it's really difficult to explain, and I would definitely recommend you going to see it yourself. Take a friend, take your coworker, take your significant other. Maybe don't take your super squeamish friend unless you're willing to cover their eyes during 2 or 3 scenes. Not a whole lot of gore in this movie, but there is a decent amount of shots and images that make you feel a little squidgy. Personally, I enjoy that in my films every now and then, but I understand it's not everybody's thing. Anyway, Annihilation, I would probably give it, as a movie, I would give it 4.5 stars. It's a very interesting movie, and it's a very interesting question posed by it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me discuss this, and I'll try to get some more movie reviews back to you as soon as I watch some more movies. The other films that I would really like to see this month include Love, Simon and A Wrinkle in Time. I just haven't gotten around to doing them yet. And I figure they're probably going to be in theaters a little longer than Annihilation. I'm a little late on the Annihilation train. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a fabulous day. Love you!